Have you ever wondered what would happen if Mark got his powers as a child? Would he be 100 times stronger, or would he change everything for the worse? So the story begins a little differently than it did in the main timeline. Mark is born and he grows up barely learning his ABCs until he is at elementary school, not even understanding that he has the powers, playing tag with his friends and tagging his friend a little too hard, injuring him completely. At 10, Mark doesn't understand his own strength. There's no filter, no maturity, no concept of restraint, and no human values, unlike what he has in the main series. Feeling the same about killing as Oliver when he was young. Omni-Man wastes no time. The moment he detects Mark's awakening, he kills the Guardians early, before the GDA has any clue what's coming. No holding back, no lies. He doesn't even pretend to be Earth's protector anymore. Instead, he brings Mark into his plan almost immediately. But here's the twist. Mark doesn't fight back. There's no confusion, no crying, no resistance. He listens. Nolan explains the Viltrumite Empire, their mission, the necessity of conquest, the weakness of humanity. And Mark, without years of human growth and human morality, just nods. To him, it all makes sense. In the main timeline, Mark trains with Eve, fights villains, learns the value of life. He builds a conscience through experience. But this version of Mark skips all of it. No teen team, no high school drama, no bonding, just training, indoctrination. By 11, he's already fighting GDA operatives and is probably stronger than Mark in season 2 of the main timeline by now. And by 12, with increased strength and battle experience, he's tearing through cities. By 13, the world sees him not as invincible, but as a villain that is actually invincible, and Earth cannot do anything to stop him. Together, Omni-Man and Mark launch their campaign. It's surgical, fast, brutal. Major world leaders are assassinated. GDA bases are dismantled. Satellite networks go dark. Cecil, caught completely off guard, throws everything he has at them. Robot armies, reanimated corpses, monster-level bioweapons. None of it works, because this Mark, he's young, but he's ruthless. He doesn't hesitate to kill. He doesn't care about casualties. He doesn't see humans as his people. He sees them as subjects. Omni-Man leads with experience. Mark leads with raw power. And Earth falls in under 2 years. The Earth that follows is unrecognizable. It's not completely destroyed. Viltrumites need it intact, but it's controlled. Governments are dissolved. Its descent is crushed. Cities are rebuilt under Viltrumite oversight. Mark becomes the face of the new Viltrumite Empire. Mark's strength probably is strong, but although he's been fighting for a while, his human emotions might kick in and make him second guess his morals. But the thing is, Mark's human side was never gone, just buried. And now, with Earth subdued and silence hanging over everything, that part of him begins to stir. It's subtle at first. A hesitation during an execution, a glance at a child who reminds him of a classmate from years ago, the sound of someone begging, sounding just like his mom did before she disappeared. Mark starts to feel something. Doubt. He doesn't talk to Nolan about it. He knows better. He's seen what happens when weakness is exposed. The Viltrumite way doesn't allow for it. But Mark can't shake the thought, what was all of this for? They took Earth. They crushed the resistance. They dismantled every system of power. And yet, Mark doesn't feel victorious. By now, he's nearly 15, stronger than most full-blooded Viltrumites, feared across the planet. But he's not a soldier anymore. He's something else. He speaks and entire nations fall in line. He doesn't relate to humans. And he's not accepted by the Viltrumites, not fully. He's stuck between two worlds, leading one and never truly belonging to either. And when the Viltrumite Empire finally sends word that they're coming to Earth to inspect progress, they'll judge whether Mark is truly loyal to the Empire. He starts remembering his mom. He hasn't seen her in years. He doesn't know if she's still alive, but now he wants to know. For the first time in years, Mark disobeys a direct order. He breaks into a GDA black site, one of the few still operational under heavy Viltrumite oversight, and finds her alive, weak but alive. She doesn't speak when she sees him. She just stares like she's looking at a ghost. Mark doesn't know what to say. He doesn't even know why he came, but that moment breaks something. Everything Nolan told him about humanity being weak, everything he believed, starts to fall apart. And somehow, even after everything he's done, she still looks at him like he's her son. Then the Viltrumites arrive, 3 of them. They come with orders: evaluate Earth's progress, confirm loyalty, and eliminate any weakness. And they don't like what they see. Mark's rule has been effective, but not brutal enough. Some resistance movements still linger underground. There's too much infrastructure left intact, too many humans alive. They accuse Mark of being compromised, of being soft. Nolan steps in to defend him. He argues Mark's strength, his loyalty, his efficiency, but the Empire doesn't care about efficiency. They care about obedience. And now they see 2 problems instead of 1. The order is given: remove Mark, reassign Nolan, begin purging Earth properly. Mark doesn't flinch at first, but then one of them threatens to start with Debbie, and that's when it happens. For the first time since he was 10 years old, Mark says no. Like, subscribe, and comment for part 2.